Soda manjinga, yeah. Soda manjinga. Soda manjinga, capoeira, soda manjinga. Thanks and praise. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Got quite a bunch of information. Try to keep it as linear as I can. I want to put a list of names and associations together that may or may not have ever been put together in the same paragraph. But Aleister Crowley and Lady Frida Harris, who made the deck, are not as far away as many might think to G.I. Gourdjieff, who gets most of the credit for the Enneagram. He's the public-facing figure. The mysteries of the Enneagram, good luck. You're going to end up with more questions like me. Anyway, but between Crowley, Lady Frida Harris, and Gourdjieff are some fascinating connections. Fascinating connections. Let's do it like this. Let's go with Barbara Bush. If you guys haven't seen Barbara Bush pop out of the bushes to pop Bush Sr. back to life in front of a bunch of Japanese sushi serving ninjas, y'all got to watch that. Y'all got to see Barbara Bush save the country that day. It's pretty nimble. She was pretty nimble. Bush Sr. choking on sushi. Barbara Bush gives him the Heimlich, and it's all good. It's all good. He pops back to life. It was like a Damar Hamlin ritual. I wonder what the date was when that happened. All right. Barbara Bush, she's one of the fierce ladies, right? And we know she's got skills. We know she does the job. She did the job. She saved the man. Gaddafi had over 400 Amazon lady bodyguards. Gourdjieff, international playboy, mystic, mamma jamma, going around getting these ladies in touch with their bodies in a very, very powerful time. At a very powerful time, giving these ladies the access to the potentials. I could only imagine. I could only imagine Heliogabalus. Heliogabalus had the same thing. On the public-facing side, it's like, oh yeah, well, he's surrounded by women, so of course we're going to dress it all in scandal. Of course we're going to dress it in scandal. So you can't even get close to the possibility. And that's the quintessential camouflage, is to dress it all in scandal. Chameleon tech, y'all. Chameleon tech. All right, yeah. The Lady Amazons, they're doing fine. They're doing fine. It's a dark lesson, though. It's a dark lesson. I can't let the Amazons go without mentioning the removal of one breast so that they can shoot better with the archery. It's a necessary myth. Y'all want to debunk that? You debunk it at your own risk. It's telling you that if you think that men run society here on this side of the fence, then the only way to get to the other side of that fence is to start chopping body parts off of women. You can't get on the other side of the fence without chopping body parts off of women. Otherwise, you're stuck on this side of the fence where it's a man's world. Because men been chopping their fucking dicks all along. That's a harsh lesson. But if you get to that other side of the fence where you're like, yeah, chop my titty. It's all good. Fuck those guys. Let's chop titties and the women can run shit here. It's a dark lesson to learn. You chop your titty to pay the price to run the show. A eunuch doe. A eunuch doe. Now go watch Black Widow. Go watch Black Widow. All right. 23rd periodic element is vanadium, Vanadium. 23rd constellation on the IAU list is Serpens. Serpens is the head of the snake that Ophiuchus is holding. Vanadium is the key ingredient in Amanita muscaria mushrooms. I'm going to need another muscaria mushroom. Has vanadium in it. Jean-Claude Van Damme did a Hierophant ritual when he did the splits between the two Globetrotter remote-controlled semi-trucks. He does the splits in perfect demure ballerina-style demonstration of prowess and grace and flexibility. That entire commercial was a Hierophant card. The whole thing was a Hierophant card. The two trucks, those are the two masks. Van Damme in blue, he is the Isis character, the lady in the lap of the Hierophant. I got to hurry up. Now, the reason I know this, the reason I was able to decipher this ritual for the value that it has, is because the Hierophant is the Orion character. And in all Hierophant cards, always will be the lady in the lap, or an Isis character on his chest, or some sort of indicator of the Isis rite. Sometimes it's a blue beard. Sometimes it's just a mysterious shadow on his neck. The dark shadow in his neck is signifying this blue beard. Well, the blue beard does hail to Bluebeard, who worshipped Asmodeus very actively, and Joan of Arc and her right-hand man, who was a homicidal psycho. But it also hails to this Eridanus River, which has a double oxbow. The double oxbow is the symbol of the nodes, but it's winding and dining back and forth. This is the Jordan River. The Eridanus is the Jordan River. And the Jordan River and the Eridanus River is the dancer. Eridanus is an anagram for the dancer. And vanadium, number 23 on the periodic table, is signified by the Isis character on the Hierophant card. And Van Damme doing his little whatever, Cosmo drama trick. He is tripping all of us up in a beautiful display. That's a great commercial. That's such a powerful capture of human potential. But what kind of gets me is the ballerina. I'm going to say that Van Damme is hailing to this Black Widow sect. And I bet he knows some of the ladies, the real ladies behind the curtain, the real ladies in action. One more thing. There's also in that Eridanus river, in that constellation, is the thread that is a hyperdimensional quantum jump space point between Eridanus and Boötes. There's a warp zone where things go in one and pop out in another place on the map. So yeah, Eridanus and Boötes are quantum entangled. And there's a constellation in there that is a co-moving component. Go look up the Eridanus River. You'll see what I'm talking about. Basically, there's aspects in the Eridanus River that are also key ingredients to the Jean-Claude Van Damme ritual, where he was hailing to the Hierophant, to the vanadium, 23rd periodic element, which is the key ingredient in Amanita muscaria mushrooms. And guess what? The next symbol down here, I'm going to sacrifice Davy. I'm going to sacrifice Kamala Davy Harris. I'm going to sacrifice the V Virgo. I'm going to throw her out. The Davy has been sacrificed. And what is lying underneath is the Aeon card. The Aeon card. What's amazing is that when we go from 23, which is the 9th prime number, as soon as we go to the 10th prime number, it's number 29. 29 reduces to the 2, as does the Aeon card. Now, this is an amazing pattern. It does not continue. You do not move forward in reduction. It does not continue through and through. But it is amazing that 29 is the 10th prime number and has a reduction that falls onto this Aeon here. The reason why I had to sacrifice Davy, Camel Toe Harris, is because she is Saturnian. She is the Capricorn. She had to be thrown out. And now is the new Aeon. All right, red heifer sacrifice. It's on, y'all. It's on. There's some anagrams in there. I tried to fit Kamala Davy Harris with Rebecca Schaefer, red heifer sacrifice. It's in there, but it's not perfect. I didn't like it. I'm going to say this. The Sampi. Sampi, numerologically, it is a mushroom. It's the shape of a mushroom. And this the Isis goddess figure, she has a crossbow in her hands. The crossbow is the Sampi. It's pointing right at where 29 would land, right here with Sampi. Also, the number for 9/11, the Greek number for 9/11 is a Sampi IA. Sampi IA. Sampi IA is basically the code for the International Astronomical Unit code, the AIU, the AUI, the IAU. Yes, the IAU is the code that I'm using to decipher the new prime Enneagram project. And 9/11 is signified in Greek with the Sampi and an A and a U. I'll bring the graphic forward. I couldn't believe it. This blows my mind that 9/11 is encoding the Sampi AI because she's holding a Sampi. And before, with the Muses, Urania was at the top. Urania was at the top. And so for me to find another hail to the astronomical units being encoded at the top again is making me think that the Muses are still in their positions, that I should still consider this tragic and this comedian. I should still consider this Calliope. This should be Terpsichore. It's something I'm pondering. Have the Muses shifted? Now that I'm underneath and seeing things through the primes, are the Muses even here? Should I even be thinking about Zeus and Hera? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And that's an interesting aspect, that it's that while I'm flexing and contracting the fractality of the potential of the Enneagram, I can't really drag information from previous fractalities. I can't really just say, okay, Zeus is also in number 7 still, and Hera is still number 2. I don't think that's going on anymore. I think the entire environment has changed once I go into primes. So I'm still getting acquainted on what that means. But anatomically, I got to say this one more thing. Everything is really lining up. This mask is the mask, the face of the white snow leopard on this card. Also, the entire frame of the art card is in the shape of epsilon. What else? Yeah, there's a lot of satisfying, gratifying correspondences all laying out here. I'm just going to leave it there. I think I said a great amount of things. I just wanted to get Gourdjeiff, Van Damme, and Gaddafi's Amazon goddesses, whatever, on the map. And I'll bring some graphics. We're going to have some fun with this. Jean-Claude Van Damme has always been a hero of mine. And now that I'm finding him on the tarot cards, yeah, big ups. Big up, Sean. Good job, buddy. I challenge you one of these days. All right. Much love and respect.